Yo, what is happening? Your boy Rokushen coming at you again. Zato's character guide, or how do they call it? Starter guide. I just came out and we got a chance to see it, and I hope you enjoy this. If you do, make sure you hit the like, subscribe to the channel for a lot more videos like this. Your boy's gonna appreciate it. Kind of going to go a little bit in detail as to each and every single moveset that they're showing us on the starter guide, so I really hope you guys stick to it. Alright, so I'm not wasting any more time. Let's go straight to it. Alright, so upon a further reveal, I haven't watched this video, but I do have a little bit of knowledge as to what Zato used to do in other iterations before on Guilty Gear. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this video and kind of review how would the movement stack up and how different is it from other iterations of the game before. So let's go ahead and start this up immediately. Dude, this character is insanely cool. Look at it.
Zato is a technically challenging character, as you can also control his alter ego, Eddie. Overwhelm the opponent by attacking with both Zato and Eddie. He moves quickly in the inputted direction.
Okay, so here's the
During
flight
this
motion. Let's see what we get
He
here.
can move freely in midair to an extent, meaning you can change the timing of your jump and attack and take the opponent by surprise.
So you see how he just basically jumped in? It's more like a glide down as you go down on it, and then basically on other iterations of the game before, what he had is that he does not have an air dash, so all he had is this flight motion. Remember that in Guilty Gear, kind of like in the plus R, he would have it pretty much the same way that he does right here, in which he, once he's in the air and has the flight mode, either air dash forward just by moving, leaping, like a leap forward and a leap backward, not necessarily an air dash.
Eddie.
Okay, so he summons Eddie
Control
here.
Eddie
Notice how his walk speed is way faster than
Zato
Zato's, right? Which would basically let him to get either to the other side or just to come back to it. One of the things that we gotta watch out when you're playing Zato is that once Eddie gets hit once, he would die in the event that he has a cooldown bar that he has to recover in order for you to be able to summon him again. So what you would really want is just not have Eddie get hit. So you have to kind of watch for two people like
each attack button.
See, once either Zato or Eddie gets damaged, then basically the recovery starts up. And then this startup bar, it seems like it's a lot faster than what it used to be in other iterations before. Eddie would die, you would feel like it would take forever. Life gouge bar for Eddie to be recovered. So basically what they would do is that they would play extremely defensive, Zato would, and he would have just basically two different movesets that he would use until Eddie would be recovered, and then you can summon him again. And that's what we're kind of seeing right here.
Summons Eddie and attacks twice while lunging forward.
So see, and then one of the things is that I thought that on this one they would change that you don't have to negative edge once you have Eddie out. It doesn't seem that that's going to be the case. You will be continuing using negative edge. So see how he just summons Eddie on
Pierce.
On the 236p, right?
Eddie and attacks twice while lunging forward.
This move is a lot used. It has a very fast startup, and it controls ranges a lot. I kind of feel like it's a very good move. It's kind of nice, you know what I mean?
Okay. This move works well as both a means to keep your opponent locked down and as a poke.
And then notice how he, even while the special move was active, notice how you can either dash forward and then continue to the pressure with it. So let's say your opponent just blocked. Your opponent just blocked the move. What you can do is just continue the pressure by just walking forward and just basically launching attacks. It's pretty cool. Not necessarily if it's for mix-ups, but for pressure it's pretty good.
This move works well as both a means to keep
and then especially like in mid-range, you would just use the move as a control distance. But once you're in the corner, if you connect with the move, then you can combo off. And look at it right here. Boom, boom. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yo, that's a lot, man.
Zato summons Eddie, forming a large number of drills.
Dude, this move is good.
As it hits multiple times, this attack keeps the opponent locked down for a long time on either block or hit.
Did you see that it is an extremely good move, although it has a bigger startup. Now, the good thing about it is that while it's on the startup, Zato is still free to move, right? So what you would do is that you see he's just doing a little bit of a string here. He summons it, and then you can just basically cover the gap by just have Zato attack, and then you can continue the pressure, and then further in just continue with the mix-up. But the mix-up will not be really done a lot mid-screen, but it would be done a lot more in the corner.
Use this to your advantage.
See that?
To get your
the way you see it right here.
Zato summons Eddie, performing an attack that hits twice, leaping upwards.
Wow, look at this. Now, this move is identical, extremely identical to Damned Fang from Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, just look at it. Really here, look at it.
Zato summons Eddie, performing an attack that hits
twice. It's identical.
Leaping
That's pretty
upwards.
cool. I like it. Now, the cool thing about it is that you can use this as an anti-air.
The first hit
And you can
launches
also
the
use this
opponent,
at just distance
making it
control.
easy to land a combo even if it hits mid-range.
And you can combo off it
Oppose.
once you're in the corner. This is nice.
Zato
Nice
summons
move.
Eddie, performing a multi-hit attack with slow startup. Eddie can absorb the opponent's attacks until his
So
move
see,
combos.
one of the things that you have on this move, Oppose, is get a very big startup, but the great thing, and this is one of the most interesting moves in my opinion that I saw off of this. One of the, because it's got a long startup, but then it's got armor in it. So basically, Eddie can
absorb
take
the opponent's attacks until his
maybe
move
one or
comes
two
out.
hits. Let me just make sure. I think it's,
Eddie won't disappear
yeah, see,
when
he took
hit
2
during his
hits,
move, meaning you
and then you
use
can
him as
set
a
up tick
shield.
throws by using that move. Your opponent's you're gonna condition your opponent to basically block, and then you just leap forward, and then you can use the command grab. This is very
However,
interesting.
Be careful as he cannot absorb the opponent's overdrive attacks.
Obviously, if they do super, you get
Invite
blown up.
Hell.
Now, on Invite Hell,
It
though,
is
one thing that
full
we would see
recovery,
is this is
making
going
it
to
a
be
good
used a lot
choice
just for
to poke
distance
at
control
mid-range.
on the mid-range. Even though the hitbox on it is so big that you can, it seems like you
Break the
can
lock.
definitely
Poke
be
at
able to use
attack
it
knocks the opponent down on hit.
on close range as well. So basically, even on block, it's got a little recovery, so even on block, you would be very safe to use. So see, one of the things of this move is that it wasn't really that used before on other iterations of Guilty Gear before. This move was not really used as much, and if anything, by the pro players, what they would do is that they would use this to, after a knockdown, they would just use it to auto-time stuff. Like, one of the things that I usually do when I play base Vegeta, if I get you on a soft knockdown, I would buffer 5L and then just jump to make sure that I auto-time the safe jump, instead of just me basically counting time and then possibly screwing it up. So this move would basically help you do that, like auto-time meaties and safe jumps and things like along those lines. But I don't. Other than that, I don't really see that many use for it, because the thing is that there's a lead. You see how Eddie came out, but then think about it like this: you have to be very mindful of protecting Eddie. If he gets hit, then you have to play on the defensive for the remainder of the cooldown of Eddie's comeback. Right? Could be like a nice gimmick, but I don't see it going further than that so far.
Damned Fang. A command grab. It deals more damage than a standard throw and cannot be teched.
Okay, so this is a pretty standard command grab, basically. One of the things that you used to do on all the Guilty Gears is that you can combo off it, which it was basically used a lot to.
An attack that
It was basically used a lot.
Fang. A command grab.
It was basically used a lot just to basically kill time in a combo, even though it wasn't that damaging. But I'm not sure if you can combo off it here, but we'll have to see. Upon further testing, we can check it out.
Okay.
Okay, so this is pretty good. Now notice how you can also deflect multi-hitting projectiles. This is cool, man. This is cool. This is very good. Alright, this is the super. Ooh, bro, the shark? Baby shark came in? Let's go. That's kind of nice. Even though it doesn't do that much damage, I don't know. I feel kind of underwhelming on the super, so I'm not really expecting much on those.
Eddie transforms into a sword, attacking the opponent as a powerful
Okay.
projectile.
Wow, that does nothing. That does no damage. Oh, see, that I think that could be interesting. The fact that whenever Eddie is, you can basically do the super and he would come from that direction, and it also tracks. Yeah. So one of the things that you're gonna have to keep in mind with this character is just make sure you got Eddie. Make sure you protect that guy at all times. Be the shield and use him wisely. Once you don't have him, you're basically going to have to play super defensively, and your opponent is going to know that for sure. So that's one of the things that you got to watch out for. Other than that, this guy's going to have pretty nice mix-ups, it seems. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel for a lot more videos like this. What did you think of the character? In my opinion, he looks amazing though, but I want your opinions. Leave it over in the comment section below. Are you going to main Zato, or who are you going to main in the Guilty Gears Strive? I am counting the days for this beta to come out, man. I'm telling you right now. Once again, I do thank you guys so very much. This is Rokushen, and I'll catch you all next time.